So I just had this really cool insight into how we look at self-control, especially as it relates to kids and their choices. If you don't know me, my name is Kara Cherniak. I'm a first-year doctoral student, and my dissertation is going to study how group movement, group movement affects the executive functions in children ages 4 to 7. And it's going to go even deeper. I'm going to be really focusing on inhibitory control. And so in layperson's terms, inhibitory control is self-control. And one of the reasons that I wanted to focus on inhibitory control is there is one of the most celebrated studies, and it went over 32 years. It's called the Dunedin study, studied over 1,000 individuals in New Zealand from childhood, 32 years. So it's one of the biggest longitudinal studies they have. And it only had, I think 96% of people are still in the study. So it only have 4% dropout rate, which is fantastic. So what they found is the single most important factor in the lives of these people as they grew up was inhibitory control, self-control. It wasn't their IQ, it wasn't their socioeconomic status, it wasn't the color of their skin or the ethnicity that they grew up with, it was inhibitory control. And that can override, having good self-control can override even having a lower IQ. So that was very exciting to me because I had 30 years in group movement, in teaching group movement to very young children. And that is one of the things that we talk about. My big four I talk about, one is self-control, confidence, focus, attention, but self-control, right? And that's what I think most parents are asking for. So the insight for this week is when we talk about self-control, as parents, we're really looking at, or we're thinking about it as, don't do something, right? I want you to do this. I want you to have the self-control, my child, to choose this. Don't do that, right? Choose this. But we really think of it more in terms of don't do something. But what I want you to understand as parents is inhibitory control, self-control, is not a choice of do or do not do. It is actually a choice between two do's. Your child is choosing between do this, which is the thing you want them to do, or do this, which is the thing they want to do, right? You're thinking it's do or do not. There is no do not for them, right? There's no void. It's, do I sit at the table and do my homework like I'm supposed to, or do I go play video games? Do I have this snack before dinner even though mom told me not to, or do I listen to mom and wait? And that seems more like a choice between do or do not do, but your do not do is still a do for them. They're either choosing wait on the snack or have the snack, but it's like their choice is always going to be more attractive. So the more opportunities, parents, that we can give our kids to make those small choices, not do or do not do this or do the thing you want to do. Do my thing or do your thing. You've got to figure out a way to make your thing at least as attractive as their thing. And that's where I think we run into trouble is like, well, how do I make not having a snack more attractive? Well, I'm going to leave that up to you. There's all kind of different ways to do it. Reward them for the wait, right? You have to at first reward, but then as your child learns to make those choices, those small choices become bigger choices, become bigger, they build that muscle of self-control and inhibitory control. But you have to give them the opportunities. It can't be do or don't do. You have to be thinking in your mind, the don't do is really something also that they want to do. So it's a tug of war between your do and their do. Hopefully that makes sense to you. And I do plan weekly as I'm learning. All of these insights are piling up and I just have to have the time to get them out there. But as I'm working on this dissertation, I want to give you the benefits of what I'm learning and be able to take science talk and put it into parent talk. And hopefully we all get the benefit of it in the end. So talk to you soon.